Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the time given to me to deliver my presentation here with the title Analysis the Potential of Fire and Explosion at Ammonia Storage Tank. Here I want to show you the outline of this presentation. The first one is introduction, and then the research site, and then the methods, and then the result in discussion, and the last one is conclusion. Here we go to the introduction first. Based on data from Industrial Fertilizer Industry Association in 2018, the demand of chemical fertilizer in the world is increased every year. You can see here it will increase in 2023, become 200 metric ton. And ammonia is one of the raw material in making chemical fertilizer. And ammonia is kind of industry that has my hazard because its potential to get fire or explosion or leaking in chemical process. Besides that, ammonia is harmful for human environment because the ammonia is kind of a toxic gas and corrosive gas, and it can make some effect to human if the people are exposed in certain concentration. Because of that, we need to analyze the potential of fire and explosion in ammonia storage tank to control the potential risk of this industry. And here I want to show you the objectives of this study. You can see here that the first objective is to identify the source of the explosion of fire ammonia in storage tank. The second one is hazard analysis in ammonia storage tank, and the last one is analysis the gas dispersion from the explosion of fire of ammonia storage tank. Okay, in this part, I want to show you the location of this study. Site I used to do this research. So this research is done in one of the chemical industry in Cikampek, Indonesia, and it is the layout of this industry, and the research is done in the white circle. So white circle is the location of the ammonia storage tank. There are two kind of storage tank here in different capacities. The first capacity is 10,000 metric ton, and the second one is 5,000 metric ton. Okay. Next, I want to explain to you the methods that I use to do this research. The first one is hazard identification, and then I collect the data. There are two kinds of data here. The first is primary data, and the second one is the secondary data. The primary data including interviewing the engineer and then brainstorming the hazard in the ammonia storage tank. And the secondary data include company profile, wind speed and redirection, and then layout of the industry, and then specification of ammonia storage tank, and the last one is the asset value of ammonia storage tank. And the last step is analyze the data. There are three kind of analysis I do here. The first one is fire explosion risk analysis by using dose fire and explosion index. And then the second one is hazard identification by use fault tree analysis. And the last one is gas dispersion by using Aloha, Marpot, and Google Maps. I want to explain to you the some scenarios that I used to do this research. The first one is scenario for dose fire and explosion index. The scenario is ammonia storage tank export partially. So the first I do is the analysis for the ammonia storage tank with capacity 10,000 metric ton, and the second analysis is for ammonia storage tank with capacity 5,000 metric ton. And scenario for Aloha here, there are two kinds of scenario. The first one is the ammonia spill canal of the industry doesn't work. And the second scenario is there is a leak in the ammonia storage tank. And what are the results? Okay, I will show. The first analysis is from fault tree analysis. So this analysis is used to give us information about why the ammonia released from the ammonia storage tank to the environment. You can see here that the basic events are overfilling and then cracking tank and then over or under pressure, and the last one is natural disaster. The explanation of this basic event you can see in this slide. From the previous fault analysis, we can conclude that the 57% of the root cause is caused by non-technical errors, and the 43% of the root cause is caused by technical errors. So we can see here that non-technical errors is more than the technical errors. And the next analysis is the fire and explosion index. We use this analysis to know the radius of the impact of the fire explosion in the ammonia storage tank. And then how many the loss of the industry if the fire explosion is happen in the industry. You can see here that the DFEI point was about 40 point, and it means the explosion or fire is in like level, and the working days loss only 4 days, with the actual loss about 140,000 US dollars. Okay, in this slide, I want to inform you the radius of fire or explosion in ammonia storage tank. So from the previous slide, we know that the radius of fire explosion in ammonia storage tank is about 10 meters from the center of ammonia storage. And the next analysis is Aloha analysis. So this analysis is used to give us information the radius of toxic area if the ammonia released from the ammonia storage tank. You can see here that the radius is varied between 400 meters to 4,000 meters according to the concentration of the ammonia release from the ammonia storage tank. And it is the picture of the toxic area for the first scenario and the second scenario. And the red one is the highest concentration of ammonia, and the bright one is the lowest concentration of ammonia. Next is conclusion. From the previous explanation, we can conclude that the basic event of the ammonia release in the ammonia storage tank are cracking tank, bad maintenance, using obsolete tools, and natural disaster. The second one is the hazard analysis include radius effect about 10 meters, actual loss about $140,000, and the probable daily outtake about 4 days. And the last conclusion is the radius of toxic area is varied between 400 meters to 4,000 meters. That's all of my presentation. Thank you for your attention.